I'm Martha Bartlett Piland, President and CEO of BANKTASTIC. We help financial brands build love and loyalty. We have a lot of conversations with our clients about advisory boards, and sometimes they can be a source of a great deal of frustration. Now, while these boards are not policy-making boards, their purpose is to help advance the institution, right? So why are these such a problem? Sometimes bankers have inherited this advisory board that's been around a long time, and it's time to step back and take a look at your advisory board and how you can make it better. So first, what is the purpose of your advisory board? 3 things. First off, they should be well connected in the community. So they can be telling you things that you might not be aware of, things that are happening in the community, plans that might be underway, other kinds of things, maybe things that they're hearing about your institution or about competitors. They have a lot of connections that can help you have a better understanding of what's happening. Number 2, they should be your sounding board. So if you're thinking about offering a new product or changing some of the ways that you do business, your advisory board members should be able to hear that and give you some genuine reactions about whether they think that's good or bad or how perhaps it should be tweaked. And last but not least, your advisory board should be helping open the doors for your business development. Now, that does not mean that they're going on sales calls for you or with you, but it does mean that they are referring business to you and making sure that they have spoken to those referrals and helped connect the dots and make some connections so that when you are going in to call on those prospects, it's a warm call instead of a cold call. So all 3 of those things are really important for what the expectations should be of your board. A second problem we see is often the way board members are recruited has not really been totally professional. It's been done on a haphazard basis, or people have been ushered onto advisory boards and they've sat there for a very long time. We recommend that you take a step back and approach that as you would any other professional relationship. So you take them to coffee or dinner and you extend that invitation to be on your board. Along with that, you have a job description and you have an NDA for them to sign, because this is important stuff and it's serious and you want to have a trusting relationship. And third, you want to make sure that you have term limits so that you don't just have a bunch of board members that are sitting there and staying there and growing stale. And growing stale. So let me take you to the last point that I want to make about your advisory board, and I think this is essential. Right now, they are filled with men who are middle-aged or older, and they're typically white. Now, a section of those people on your advisory board, of course, is important. But if those are the only people on your advisory board, how are you going to have the perspective you need to reach out to different communities, to grow your bank, or to make those connections that you need to make, and to get the fresh ideas that you need? So, when you are working on how you are building up this board, you've got to get way out of the usual suspects. Make sure that you have women on your board. Make sure you have people of color on your board. And by all means, make sure that you have got people of all ages on your board. Oftentimes people overlook millennials, especially the younger of millennials, thinking, well, they're not established enough in their business yet to matter on this board. Think again. Everyone has something to bring, and everyone has ideas and diversity of thought, and if you bring them together, you will be so much more aware and strong and smart. So Those are my 3 things about your advisory boards today to make them better and to really help you advance your institution. Have the purpose. Make sure you treat it like a business and make sure you have diversity. And then watch your advisory board take you to new heights. Go get them.